Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome back to another episode here with the Woman Pot. I wanted to bring in something very special that I was literally just waking up this morning and I said it was like either in my dreams or it was in my higher self state or just I needed to talk about this. And I'm listening to my awareness. And today I wanted to give you a simple technique that you can apply for your daily life. This can be career, love, friendships, the outside world. I know I was this type of person, but this is why I'm gonna dive deep today with you guys so you guys understand what the ego is. And why I came into this moment of flow state is because I know now how to observe things in myself where it doesn't inflict upon others or others try to inflict on me. So you always want to ask yourself, who is responding right now? And take a moment as I'm letting you know this. Who are you presenting yourself to be at this moment? So I wanted to break it down to you. The ego was built the day we were born, the day that we were brought into this beautiful world from our mom, the womb, the mom. So we create out of emotions. So the minute we came up onto this earth, we were built and we had to build things so we either protect ourselves from things or circumstances or people. So you have to remember, is this your parent self, meaning your parents, your adult self, your teen self, or your child self? If you're not understanding what that concept is the parent in you would have been your mom or dad telling you certain things. So you had to do certain things to prove to them certain things or do or act because of parent. The adult you now, which most of my subscribers are adults in this platform, or I hope that you are, is the things you do now is what you can either react to or observe. The teen you would have been the shy one. I don't want to sit in front of the class because I don't want to get called upon. I don't want to get picked on. Oh my God, I'm so skinny. I'm using me as an example because those were my main things as a teenager. I was super shy. I did not like to sit in front of the class. I did not. I would turn really, really red. I would get very embarrassed. I would shy away from anybody saying my name. I didn't even want to exist. Okay. And one of them also was that I was very skinny. I was like toothpick skinny. So I wanted to hide everything for me. Like I would dress a certain way to please people, things like that, or wear makeup, very light makeup, all that other stuff. And then my child self is the one that gets angry when I don't get my way. Or my child like be like, I'm having fun and I'm just enjoying myself. There's so many ways to put this and reframe it. So I want you to catch these things because part of this is where we get stuck. And we get stuck because of our old identity. It's the thing which we created from the get go, the minute we were born. So I want you to defend this identity from your experiences and past experiences because you don't want to confuse what you are right now, how you're living, how you're acting, how you're reacting to certain things. Like that's one thing I wanted to touch base on. And where flow begins is when you observe when something happens, where you react. We want to call this triggers. So this is like simple things off, like, for example, I always use this one. This is like perfect one because everybody gets cut off on traffic. Someone cuts you off and they didn't even put their blinker. They just cut off. They just sped their way up. And you're just like, whoa, dude. You can either get upset, like, oh my God, this dude almost hit me. You could have reacted. You could have flicked them off. There could have been different scenarios. But the adult you would have been like, I'm not even bothered. You're going on with your day. You're listening to the music, or you're just not going to let it bother you. Right. This is one thing that you have to observe as an adult self and allowing yourself to be flexible, not too freaking fixated. Like the fixated part would be if that person had cut me off, be like, oh my God, like now I got to move to the right. No, you were simply there. They simply decided to cut you off. You did nothing wrong. You have no reason to doubt what you're doing. You were in the motion of life, and that's just the way it is. You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. And neither did that person. Obviously, they're not self aware. So don't even worry about that. That's exactly what I tell everybody. Don't even worry about what people be doing sometimes. And that's not being selfish, but you know that you're not in the wrong unless you really are in the wrong. And then tell yourself, why did I do that? Okay. I wanted to give you a solution. Everybody likes solutions, everybody's got a problem. And I'm here to help you with that. Yeah, I'm here to help you with that. I wanted to take steps on this solution. So, from the ego state of mind, when you react, I want you to pause and ask yourself, who's responding right now? Is it the parent you who's going to judge you and control you and you shouldn't have done this, you should have just gone to the right of the road? Or the child, like fear based, the people pleasing, emotional overwhelmed? I could have easily like gotten so emotional and got afraid that I honked at him, because he was cutting me off. Or the teen rebel and be like, you know what? No, he needs to go left. I was already here. Or the adult you, calm, grounded, and curious about life, which I mentioned previously if you heard me, where you just don't react. You don't react. And you're in the right motion of life. You're on the road. You were doing your diligence of getting to where you needed to get to your destination from point A to point B. So this is why I talk about awareness, guys. Awareness is something great. This is something that we all have to learn. And this is something that we don't really think about. We don't. We really don't. And I'm unconsciously aware too, because I at some point I've read a book and I wanna pin it on this podcast. It's Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. I also got a little gift at the end of this, so stay tuned so you get the gift. And so, what I wanted to tell you guys is that this is something important. I want you to separate the identity from the experience, which is the identity you have built. Okay. So, ask yourself, say this is something I learned. This is not who I am. This is something I learned. This is not who I am. You learned this pattern once and you can update it now. It should be adaptive. Your identity should be adaptive. It should not be historical, an ongoing, boring story that we choose to always read because that's what we know and it's familiar. You can change that. You can definitely change that. And it starts with you. Okay. Nobody else, you. Because you can say, I am this way with so and so, right? Or I learned this pattern because I saw my dad when he got caught off on the traffic and he flicked him off. Again, every circumstance is different. Everybody's going to react like their adult self, the parent self, the teen self, the childlike self, or the adults. So you have to really question yourself when you get into these little funnels. Which one are you reacting out of? Really, it really is just that. And I wanted to tell you also, when you respond instead of react, ask yourself this grounding question. What's the most useful response right now? What protects my image or what proves my worth? This shifts you into the flow state. I'm going to be honest, lately, if I get cut off, I'm like, I simply let go. I don't even bother. I don't fight. I don't react. I just simply let go because it's out of my control. It really is. It really, really, really is. And now I'm in my adult self image. Not gonna lie, there's certain events where I do react in my teen self, my parent self. There's so many examples I can go over. It's too much. But I want to go over the simple ones with you today. But what I say is the shift goes into flow mode where you have to understand where you're coming from, right? So if it would have been me in that situation, I wouldn't react because it's out of my control. It really, really, really is. So build an identity for value, not history. You want to put, for example, I am learning. I value learning. Thanks for the lesson. That's one perfect example. I value honesty. I value growth. I love that they broke these down into these three concepts because honestly, my very first two would have been growth and learning. Then act from them, act from these moments, right? Identity becomes something you practice, guys. It's not to defend. You have to practice this on a daily. I'm continuously learning And this is why I say I'm not perfect. I am not perfect. And I'm far from perfect. And I have a business in tarot. And this is why I always come up and I ask for everybody to ask themselves, what is it that you want? Because right then and there, you determine the choice that you have that day. You have a choice to wake up and be good. You have the day to become better every day. And that's beautiful. You want growth. You want to adapt to become someone you didn't even recognize. And what can we do, Val, to get to that level that you're mentioning? Practice it. Each time you notice your reaction or your triggers, I want you to name this trigger. I really do. Get into it. And then you're going to become so self aware that you become untouchable. This is why I wanted to do this podcast. I want you to pause when you get that little reaction, that little anger. You want to say something, you want to become defensive, or you want to people please, or you want to determine, like, you know, am I going to judge this person? Am I going to control this person? Name it. Is it from your parent self, the adult self, the teen or child you? And from that moment forward, choose something different, choose a different path, even if it's little things, even if it's a little things, because that's how you build the identity, new you that becomes so untouchable, meaning that you are so self aware that nothing bothers you anymore. I'm not saying you're going to become an unbothered because we are made of emotions. We have a heart. We have to feel. We have to breathe. We have to sense. We have to, all of that. We do all of that as humans. Even animals have feelings too, y'all. I don't know if you've figured it out now. Plants do too. You talk to a plant, a little ugly, guess what? The plant turns ugly. Believe it or not, we're all human. We're all existing in this parallel life that you want to call it. So flow happens when you stop protecting who you were, okay? And start responding as who are you now? Who are you now? And who are you becoming? I want you to turn this into a daily practice, whether that's with work, school, relationships, confidence. I love the confidence one. And that's one thing I've been stepping into this ending into 2025 and I'm bringing into 2026. So I'm going to close it here and I'm going to free flow it because I'm done with what I wanted to teach you guys. Since you stay tuned, and this is a very short podcast, you will be receiving a free PDF on how this is going to help you get to your solution. And I wanted to do it out of love. So send me your email. You can DM me, and I will send you the free PDF via PDF. So you can open it up and you can look at it and you can use it every day just to practice to get back to yourself. And what I wanted to let you guys know for a very, very long time, and I'm sharing this right now because a lot of people, some of you guys know me and some of you guys just gotten to know me. So for a very, very long time, I was reacting to all of those, the parent, the adult, the teen, and the child. And I said, what if moving forward, I just focus on my adult self and become so aware that the little things that I would always pay attention to are just beneath me now. And that's exactly what happened. So for a very long time, I thought I had to wear makeup. I thought I had to look a certain way. I had to have the perfect backdrop. This is my living area, by the way, or I have to have certain equipment. This is an old laptop that I've had for so long. Soon I will be receiving a brand new MacBook Air. I said, I have to give people knowledge. And that's something that I love to do. That's something that I admire since I was a little girl. And I know that right now, me saying that, I can be aware that I have done this because that's the child of me, right? I've always wanted to want people to like me because I give expertise in what I know. But I'm not going to do it in a perfect way. I'm going to do it the way that I want to now, where it's not judgmental, not forced. I literally said this when I woke up this morning. I said, I can either meditate, but today's my self care Sunday days. You know that. If you don't know, you can go watch my other videos. As I practice my feminine on Sundays, I do not do anything crazy. It's my self care reset day. I'm literally just home in pajamas, no makeup, and enjoy my coffee, as you can see. Yeah. I love this. I freaking love this new me. I love that I can pause. I love that I can feel my emotions. I love that I can create from a force that it just comes out. And that's the thing. That's why I tell people get into your rest state, relax. Don't always do. You're doing to do what? To prove to people something? Is this your parent? Like you have to keep going. Don't give up on yourself. Get that out of your head. Instead of rewire it, I deserve a break because I am worthy of this time for myself. So I can feel appreciated in my own skin, in my own time to reserve my will, to have energy to create. We don't create from scarcity mindset here in this channel no more. We do not. We do not. And there's times where I catch myself going back there because it's familiar. So I have to rewire it. And I almost did it today too. I was like, I could go and do some stuff, which again, I did create this book. It didn't take me that long. It probably took me like 15 minutes to do because I'm super tech savvy like that. And I said, I have to honor my feelings this day. And I wanted to share this with you guys and be amazing. Love yourself. Don't abandon yourself. Do not reject that you. Do not reject the parent you, the adult you, the teen, the child. We have these four for a reason. We're meant to love. We're not meant to do out of, I don't even want to say the word. We're meant to create. We're creators in this world, all of us. You, everybody watching this video today, you are creators. And I want you to become so self aware that you build a new version of yourself. And this is how you attract people. Yes, I attract people all the time. People come and go like seasons. I'm not saying that everybody stays, and that's great for me. And this is why I say this. When people come and go, it's because you're going, you're growing, you're evolving, you're learning. Instead of berating yourself, like, why did this person leave? Make this a choice to say today, thank you for the lesson and move on. Move on. It hurts, but that's the process of healing. You have to feel the wound for you to go to the other side. If we stay here, we haven't made a choice. And I don't want you to be stuck. I don't want you to be stuck. Anyways, guys, much love and light to you guys. Have an amazing Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you guys. This will be the one episode for the end of 2025. And I wanted to end it on a positive note. And 2026 is ready, and I'm ready for it. And you should be ready for it too. I'm getting a little emotional, by the way. I am. I've come so far, and I'm truly grateful. So, guys, thank yourself again. Give yourself a hug. You are enough. You are worthy. You are loving and amazing human. You're meant to create. You are. So, get out there. Get out there. Much love and light to you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. And if you have yet to follow me, go ahead and hit that like button, share, subscribe. There's going to be a few more episodes coming up, and I'm going to have guests coming up as well. And if this resonated with you, email me, DM me, so I can send you that free PDF today so you can start your reframing and start from the ego from flow. Anyways, take care.